ticket in the case. That's your, as you call it, indictment. That's not an indictment, right?
Where the DA signs it and gives me notice. Yeah, I didn't get
the ticket was your notice, and there's a ticket on this that you signed. This is this one petty theft, the case here, $10,000, and there's a citation, which means you signed something.
Okay. Well, I still wanted to put in objection.
Okay. Well, you can't put anything. You just go to court and you read the judge. I mean, you can't file anything on a warrant without going to see the judge.
Yeah.
You want to see the judge right now?
Could I still see the judge?
Yeah, warrant, yes. I have to right now. I can put them.
Okay.
Okay, make sure your ID and I'll go.
Yeah.
Paper that you say you want to file, what is that?
It says an objection to show,
Only because I have to do
yeah,
See, because you signed this ticket.
challenging jurisdiction.
Oh, okay. Only because when you said they didn't serve you or whatever, in the file, there's a ticket they gave you that you signed the day of the petty theft, so that's why.
That's just a notice to appear.
Right, so that other thing, I just had never heard of it. Or to Department 5, they're on that fourth floor,
Okay.
and I will send you.
Can you like write a sticky note like she has papers to serve or like because sometimes they don't
No, I
like
know,
let
give you
me.
guys a chance to get it.
Yeah.
Let me just.
Do you have an attorney already?
No, I'm improper persona. I'm improper persona. I'm defending myself.
Do you have an attorney?
I'm improper persona.
What does that mean?
It means I'm defending myself.
Oh, do you have to fill out the paperwork yet?
No.
It's called proper. Is that what you're talking about?
I guess for short, but no, there's no paperwork necessary.
Yeah, there's some language in it.
I'm not waiving.
What?
I'm not waiving.
Do you want to apply for a public defender?
No.
Do you want to represent yourself?
No, I'm defending myself.
Okay. Do you want to defend yourself?
Yes.
Sign in and initial all those forms. If you understand the dangers of it, you can take it with you.
I won't be signing this. I've read it before. I'm just not interested in going in a contract.
Well, the judge can't proceed without you acknowledging the dangers of this. That's all.
I'm sure they'll
They're
go
going
through
to
it.
treat you like an attorney. This is not a traffic matter. That's all. Okay. But you still have to.
I'll go over that with the judge.
This is for like. This is even a big deal. Where are we coming from on this? Like we started out at level 1 for petty theft, and now we're here.
We're where?
Why don't you want to sign
Defending
forms
myself?
that represent? I don't care if you want to. I want you to fill this form out though. It's 4 pages of forms that the judge requires by state law, saying that you understand all these.
Well, when they ask me, I'll give them my statement.
It has to be written. If you don't want to do it, then that's fine.
But I'll give you some forms.
How did you know that you had quit?
I seen them yesterday. And scheduled it for today.
All right, calling the man of Andrea Aversa, 0BL07. Ms. Davis, did you get a copy of this objection, lack of jurisdiction, request to dismiss?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a lot. We're gonna scan that. Ma'am, do you have a driver's license?
I don't.
You don't? You don't have a California ID? Or any kind of ID?
No.
No? Okay. Well, let me get the motion has to go also to the prosecutor. So because of that, we're going to send it over right now.
I have another copy if you'd like another.
Yeah, we're going to send it. All right, just have a seat.
Can I get mine stamped?
What did you say?
Can I get mine stamped?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on a second while Mr. is taking on these other actions. motion here.
There's driver's license, I think the driver's license number on file.
Oh, okay, what is it? Can we get a,
The number is F as in Frank,
uh-huh,
Thank you. I'm sorry, Bob.
1372448.
can you get us a printout? Or,
She said, yeah.
Right, I need to request it,
okay, that's fine, because it's gonna be a while before we can do this.
let me do that.
Okay, thank you. Okay, ma'am, have a seat, and we'll get this. And then Deputy McCarty, can we get her copy? She wants it stamped, and Ms. Wu can get it stamped. Ms. Wu can put her stamp to that.
Thank you.
All right, in the matter of, this one is 30,000. Okay, so once you get a chance to look at the motion and we get the DMV printout, how long will it take to get a sound X?
Yeah,
A sound X? Visual?
the DMV and the rap?
No, the DMV visual.
Oh, I just requested it and then it's a matter of who's available to go ahead and run it.
Yeah, no, that's fine, but no, I'm saying that there's a, oh, never mind. Never mind, that's fine.
To get the DMV packet, that, has to be ordered.
No, not, I don't really need it. I was looking for the Soundex is it's a printout of the person's picture. With, that's all it is. It doesn't,
Right, it comes in there's a couple ways to do that, but I don't know if I can do that today.
no, that's fine. Yeah, it's okay. Okay, so let me know when those items are ready and we'll take care of it. As soon as we get the DMV printout, I'll come back and we'll hear it.
Sure.
All right, thank you. Calling the matter of Andrea. This is 0, and, okay, so ma'am, the defendant filed a motion for, or actually it's an objection to the lack of jurisdiction and a request to dismiss for lack of jurisdiction. So I have the motion before me, and the prosecutor now has a copy as well. So ma'am, I'm going to give you a chance to argue your motion. First blush tells me it's not appropriate, but I'm going to let you make your record. What would you like to say?
Thank you. On the record, I'm here in proper persona. There is no jurisdiction in this case or in this matter. I haven't got any evidence to show me that I am. That I'm subject to it. Once it's presented, I would love to take a look at it. And I'm here invoking my constitutional rights. I'm standing in my capacity of all rights intact. I never caught a officer acquired judicial notice signed by the DA. I was never given notice of this case. And of course, I'm one of the people who's sovereign. I mean, everything's in my paperwork.
Yeah, okay. You still want to submit on the paper that you submitted?
Yes, but
All right. People, do you want to be heard on this item?
This student run was from March 2020. She was cited to August 11, 2020, and the case was filed within the statutory period. It was filed on June 16, 2020. Documentation was April 2021. It was filed before then. the offense occurred within the jurisdiction of the officers and the jurisdiction of the court, Your Honor.
All right, and so the court's gonna note the following. There's a notice to appear issued by Whittier Police Department. The citation number is A574757. It is signed. It's a signed citation with the name of Andrea Michelle Aversa, and it does indicate that there's a driver's license, and the court does have a copy of the driver's license as well. All right, and so ma'am, based on the allegation that you have committed this offense within the County of Los Angeles, this court is finding that I do have jurisdiction to hear this matter, and also that you have notice based on the citation that was given to you at the time on April 18th, on the date of the offense in 2020. There was a failure to appear $10,000 was issued on August 12, 2020. And there was a defendant walked in yesterday and Department 5 had her sign a promise to appear for today's date. And that was what came before me. So ma'am, you do have a right to represent yourself, but you have to acknowledge that you're waiving these constitutional rights that you have.
I'm not waiving.
Okay, then I'm gonna appoint a lawyer for you. Can we call Ms. Bailey?
I'm not waiving my rights.
Yeah, no, you're not waiving your rights, but I'm still appointing a lawyer.
Under Article, was it 2?
It doesn't matter.
I can defend myself.
There's a case that talks about the fact that you have to understand that the rights that you're giving up. And unless I find that you understand those rights, I cannot allow you to represent yourself.
Okay, can I also object to what you had previously said?
Yes.
In Johnson Middleton versus EF Low Government, says no officer can acquire jurisdiction by deciding it has it.
Yes, you can. You can make an objection. So, of course, overruling the objection. All right, so have a seat and we'll get Miss Bailey in here. Let me chat with you.
Who's that?
The lawyers.
I don't wish to speak to a lawyer.
You don't want to sign it. You don't want to sign a FYI waiver either. So, how do I know that you're understanding the rights that you're giving up? Since I can't determine that, then you can't represent yourself. And you don't want to sign a paper. You don't want to look at it. I can't allow it because I don't know whether or not you understand.
Well, I'm here defending myself.
Right, and you can fill out the paper and you can represent yourself. That's your constitutional right. Under most circumstances, the court would grant it as long as I realize that you understand your constitutional rights. And without that assurance, I cannot allow you to represent yourself because you're not acknowledging that you understand these rights.
I assure you I do, and I hold my constitutional rights dear. And I'm here to defend.
Then sign the paper.
That would be contracting with the court, and I
Well, you contracted with the state of California because you have a driver's license. You have a very lengthy criminal history, so I'm sure you're familiar with the procedures of the court.
Judicially, administrative, no.
And what I mean too is that you've been convicted on multiple occasions and you were before the jurisdiction of the court in Los Angeles County.
Well, as you know, no case has to do with another one. You can't be judged off of the criminal.
No, I'm looking at the information that you provided to me today. But I looked at background information to see how many times you had submitted to the jurisdiction of the court. And you have.
In the past, when I didn't understand. Yeah. I'll give you that.
And also you submitted also to the jurisdiction of the state.
When?
When you agreed to a driver's license and a California ID, which you told me you did not have.
I don't have driver's license.
Well, we have a printout that says you have those items.
Well, if you do, can I please see that?
What do you want to see? Your DMV printout?
Yeah, whatever you have.
Well, I'll show you the DMV printout.
Because I honestly
If you
don't have
an
one.
attorney, then I'm not gonna, we have to sanitize the report, and also I have to find that you're waiving and giving up your rights, that you understand the rights.
I'm not waiving my rights.
Yeah. Well, then you need a lawyer. I can't. You're waiving your right to an
But
attorney.
you can't force an attorney on me.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think what you're trying to do is play it both ways.
No,
If you don't want a lawyer, then you have to understand the constitutional rights that you're giving up, because having a lawyer is a constitutional right. And if you don't want a lawyer, then you need to understand what rights you're giving up.
I totally know what I'm doing.
I don't think you do, because you're not telling me. I don't know that you understand these rights that you're giving up, and then later on, so something happened, you'd say, oh, I didn't understand. Well, that's not going to happen in this court. You're going to have to either acknowledge that you understand these rights, and you need to know what those rights are, and if you cannot do that, then I'm going to appoint a lawyer to represent you.
I mean, I've been studying my rights, the constitutional law, and American Constitution Jurisprudence. I mean.
I know, but ma'am, you're dealing with people that went to law school, that passed the California State Bar, that have practiced for a while. I'm saying that I understand that you've studied this area, but you may not thoroughly understand, and that's what I'm concerned about.
Understand that I'm working in common law.
Yeah, I understand that. You're subject to the jurisdiction of this court, and that's the court's finding.
Well, like I said,
If you don't want to acknowledge that there are certain rights you're giving up and understand what those rights are.
I have acknowledged.
Sorry?
I have acknowledged, and I'm.
You're not a waiver? Please. Okay, the court's going to try it this way. And I want you to speak up when you answer. All right. If you'd like to represent yourself, there are certain rights that I have to be convinced of that you understand you're giving up. You're a defendant in this criminal case, and also these are your constitutional rights. You understand that you have a right to an attorney, and that, and this indicates, do you understand that you have an absolute right to be represented by an attorney at all stages of the proceeding? And if you do not have an attorney or money to pay for an attorney, one will be appointed to you by the court at no cost. Do you understand?
I acknowledge that.
I'm sorry?
I acknowledge that.
All right. Do you understand it?
I'm aware.
Or do you understand, yes or no?
I'm aware of that.
Okay, ma'am, this isn't gonna work out. You don't wanna sign a paper, I'm trying to read this to you, you're not acknowledging that you understand it. How can I?
I just said I did acknowledge it. Because I'm not using the word understand. Is that where the line is being?
No.
I don't understand.
All right, can you check to see if you have a conflict on this case? Because this defendant is not going to be waiving her rights or saying that she understands it, so. Are you not saying that you understand?
No, I never said that.
Yeah. It might be other issues going on, but, all right. So she's not going to sign this, but let me give you the paper.
Just that I don't wish to contract with the court.
There's a DMV printout and a criminal history also included.
Okay, ma'am, you can sit down. Let me go run a conflict check on this case.
Okay.
And we have to see if we're able to represent you, okay?
Oh, no, thank you.
If the court appoints me on this case, I have to represent you unless you fill out a Beretta waiver or you're able to say that you understand the rights.
I thought I was in the middle of it, but she didn't proceed.
Because she asked you if you understand and you just kept saying, I acknowledge, but not saying, yes, I understand.
That's the wording issue? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you either sign the paper or talk to the judge about doing that again. While you're doing that, I will be conflict checking.
You're denying me due process.
Okay, ma'am, that's fine.
Are you opening department 6? Oh, I'm sorry.
It's us, but she's gone for the day. She's gonna be back in after lunch.
What does dark session mean?
Just means like
Dark hour and they're not there?
we're still here, we just don't have a judge.
Oh.
So you have to be walking in or you have to?
No, she told me to come in. I was supposed to be here Friday, but I called in. Just showed me over here.
Are they dark again?
Yes. Have a good day.
Yeah, let me know when you want the body and we'll take her up then. Okay, copy that. You looking over the file. Get it done.
These are constitutional rights that you understand that you're waiving by representing yourself.
I won't be signing that.
Okay. Well, then we're going to be back in the same point where she's going to appoint a public defender for you.
Oh, objective.
Okay.
Just like last time.
Okay. You know what's going to happen then? Eventually they're going to send you to mental health court, right?
I doubt it.
It's going to happen, so just be ready for that.
Okay. Hope they have everything in order.
Calling the matter of Andrea Aversa, 0BL039. Okay, Mr. Aversa, so how did you end up in Department 2 on May 12th?
It was a wild goose chase, I guess.
What happened?
You had a black hour or dark summer, I don't know what you call it. But,
Oh, because you came in the afternoon.
and then they sent me to,
So, and on May 12th, this court issued a bench warrant. Defendant came in the afternoon and Department 2 gave her no warrant of leave.
I couldn't object to that warrant, but
Well, whatever. Okay, so the thing is you want to do you want to represent yourself. So we're going to go through this document. Do you have a right to an attorney? You understand you have an absolute right to be represented by an attorney at all stages of the proceeding. And if you don't have money to pay for an attorney, you will be appointed for you. Do you have any questions? regarding this?
No, I just
Okay,
don't wish
thank
to
you.
contact
You
the
have a
court.
right to a speedy and public jury trial. You understand that you have a right to a speedy and public trial, and that by a jury of 12 citizens drawn from the community. Do you understand this? Do you have any questions?
No.
Okay, thank you. You have a right to subpoena witnesses and records. You have the absolute right to reasonable use of subpoena power of the court to subpoena any witnesses or documents that you need in your defense. Do you have any questions?
No.
No? She's shaking her head no. You have a right to confront, cross-examine witnesses. You understand that you have a right to confront in open court all witnesses who will be called to testify against you. And you have a right to cross-examine those witnesses at the time of trial. Do you have any questions regarding this, right?
No.
You have a right against self-incrimination. That means that no one can compel you to testify against yourself. But you could testify if you wish to, but no one can make you. Do you have any questions regarding this, right?
No, just recognize Canon 3A4.
What?
I said I recognize Canon 3A4. A judge may not encourage or seek to facilitate settlement.
Yeah, but ma'am, I'm asking you about these rights. So if you want to make a comment after a record, that's fine.
Okay.
You also have a right to be released on bail. And you have a right to be released from jail pending trial on a reasonable bail. This court has allowed you to be out of jail from on an OR or own recognizance. Do you have any questions regarding this right? No? You're shaking your head no?
No.
Okay, thank you. You have a right to self-representation. That means that you have a right to act as your own lawyer. You can waive any right to assistance of an experienced professional attorney. And also, if you choose to act as your own attorney, you have a right to conduct your own defense without the assistance of an experienced professional attorney. Do you have any questions regarding this?
I understand I have the right to defend myself.
Do you have any questions regarding this right?
No.
Okay, thank you. What is your highest education level?
I object.
Hmm?
I object.
Do you object? Okay. Can you tell me if you completed high school?
I object.
Okay. And then let's call the matter of Andrea versus 0BL397. Ma'am, I issued a bench warrant for you at 11:03 today. You were supposed to be here early in the morning.
I never got a time.
Yeah, well, you're gonna, all right. So I have a bench warrant first from August 12, 2020. The defendant then had another bench warrant on May 12, 2022. And then now we issued a bench warrant at 11:03. It wasn't here. Okay, ma'am, so we can't just be hostage to your desires of coming in whenever you please. So, Deputy, I'm gonna have her remanded.
I object. You have no
Okay.
jurisdiction. You've
That's
never
fine.
proven
I know, ma'am.
jurisdiction.
You can make your record.
I'm putting in a counterclaim
Please,
Okay, thank
for
you.
deprivation of rights.
put your fingers
Okay,
together.
ma'am.
Title 18.
Put your fingers together. Thank you.
I'll set bail at 5,000, which
Title
is,
18 is on the floor.
her original bench warrant was 10,000. When she failed to appear in May, I set it at 5,000.
You have no jurisdiction.
I'll
I'm
keep it
here.
here at, although I had a bench warrant issued for 10,000, I'm gonna make it for 5,000 today.
Do you have someone that can give this to?
No, I need to call
Okay.
somebody.
Alright.
Ma'am, you have no jurisdiction. I don't know why you're doing this. Can I leave one of those papers? papers
For who?
for the judge.
This?
Yeah. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Alright, have a seat right there. Go ahead.
In an area where you should be able to make a call.
No, but like my phone call.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. We have to get you booked in first. What's your last name?
Versa. It's right there.
Okay. You a sovereign citizen?
No.
Okay. What's your...
Sovereign.
Okay, I got you.
What happened? Just about to eat my fucking food. What did you?
I mean, I didn't mean to. I showed up.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
And then she doesn't have anybody to give this stuff to.
Okay, we have to put in bulk property. There's nobody out there? Nobody coming?
No, but if I could make a call
Oh,
to come get
I'll ask
I
my
mean, I
partners
have my
downstairs.
car.
I'll ask them downstairs. It's their house. So I'm just gonna like phone around.
She's gonna have to. She's here.
Okay, cool. She knows the female.
Yeah.
Okay. Just waiting for the written. And then you said no ID on you? Okay. This is her stuff, but she has no family members.
What do you have in there? Just papers?
Just paperwork.
Okay, what's your address? What's your first name? Andrea?
Yes.
Okay, actually, let's put your phone number down here first. Jeez, man, Mr. Popular over here. Okay, what's your phone number?
562.
562.
324.
324.
1382.
382. I know, I went to check on the body in Monty's Court, and I was about to just sit down and wait for it and eat, and I was like, God damn it. Do you have, or do you know your driver's license number?
The judge is going to bring her back out to just talk to her about this paperwork, but she is filling it in.
As well. All right, calling the matter of Lisa. Mr. Versa, are you ready to do a report?
Yes. I wanted to get my counterclaim on file. Get it stamped.
Deputy, I'm sorry. Do you have a copy?
I already gave you a copy. That's my copy. I want it stamped, please.
No, I know, but, so did you give it to us last time?
Yes.
Okay. We'll make a copy and stamp, after it's stamped. Per copy. Okay, all right, now, so, people, this is a case set for trial. It's 14 of 30 today. We could start the trial on July 18th, if that works for the people, as 21 of 30. Or we can start it on July 20th as
I object. I motion to dismiss.
motion is denied. Do you want to do it on that date? Or do we want to go to the 25 of 30? Oh, okay. So we can do, I'll go to 25 of 30. Today is 14.
I just want to put on record, PC 1382 is being violated. Your 30 days are
Yes, ma'am. Okay,
exceeded.
I'm going to do it right now. Just let me figure out the date.
Okay.
Okay, and then we'll go from there. So, so 25 and 30 is July 22nd. And then, okay, ma'am, what would you like to say? What motion would you like to make?
That PC 1382 is being violated. Your 30 days has been exceeded, way overpassed.
Can you do that?
Motion to dismiss.
All right, and the motion to dismiss is denied. And in the order to return on July 22nd for jury trial.
Can I get that in written form?
You need a reminder?
That's just procedure.
Well, do you want a reminder of when you need to come back? Because the court's ordering you to return on July 22nd.
According to criminal procedures, you have to write everything in written form, and I haven't got even an indictment. I haven't got an indictment either. If you have formal papers to serve me, I would appreciate that.
Do you have a note in the I believe that Nick was able to tell you to give her a copy of the actually police report and a copy of the complaint. Didn't you get a copy of the complaint?
It wasn't signed.
Well, did you get a copy of the complaint?
The complaint? And I got one piece of paper that wasn't signed, so I didn't think it was on the record. Because it didn't look very formal.
The copy in the court file was signed by Frank Segura.
I would like to see that copy if I could. Or like a copy.
Okay. So I just want to make sure that I believe that so Linda, can you make a copy of this and we'll give it to Ms. Aversa? Do you have notes in your file, people, regarding the discovery?
I have a note that on May 25th, 2023,
Oh. Okay, that's all I needed to know. All right, thank you. Okay, Ms. Aversa, we'll see you July 22nd.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'll just wait for my paperwork.
Okay, thank you. And then, can you give her a reminder slip? Okay, we'll give you a reminder slip. On that slip, can we have her the case number as well? See our last hearing. It's 25/30 for trial. Okay. So what I'd like to do is set this for Monday, the 25th, and then have you go to Department 5. So Judge Cohen is the judge there, and then she would handle the jury trial, if that's okay with you.
No, I object. I request for dismissal.
Oh, I know your dismissal motion has been ongoing. The court's denying that, but would you like to make a record?
Yes, I have on record my counterclaim, lack of jurisdiction of count 1, lack of jurisdiction, count 2, deprivation of rights, count 3, violation of Title 18, Section 3A.
Excuse me, I need to count 3. Can you keep your voice up?
Oh, I'm sorry. Count 3 is violation of Title 18, Section 3A, Code of Ethics. Count 4, violation of California Government Code, Section 100A and B. Count 6, violation of Rule 4A, 4C, also 4F, and Rule 4B1 of FRCP. Count 6, violation of USC Amendment 4, 5, and 6 due process. Count 7, violation of Title 18, Section 2381. And then count 8, contempt of court. Count 9, trespass on the court. I filed it yesterday. The court clerk did not want to file it, even when I said to file it on demand.
Do you have it with you, or did you file it? Because I saw something here.
Yeah,
it was a new filing, and it was received on July 21st.
Yeah, I have my files. She only stamped it received. She wouldn't actually file it for me. I did give a courtesy copy.
Well, it's in the file. And is there anything else you'd like to say about that motion?
Just jurisdiction has never been proven. I don't see why this case has gone any further. There's no law in this case of the original claim. How it's gone on this far, I do not know, but I do know it's in a violation of due process.
Anything else?
I do have a complaint about a court commissioner. It says confederal under California Constitution Article 6, Section 18, and Commission Rule 102. So I have that partially filled out, and it will be.
You can file it whenever you want. That's fine. But in the meanwhile, the court is transferring this case to Department 5 for Monday, July the 25th, 2022, for jury trial. It's 28 to 30 on the next day. And so on Monday, you're going to be in Department 5, which is next door. Okay?
Briefly, if on the record, if I can over the discovery.
Oh, sure, yes, please do. And then I think it's just it's important to note that the prosecution offered you diversion with, I believe it was an after-theft class.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Okay, hi, Mr. Versa. My name is Brittany Slavey. I'm the prosecutor. I'm turning over to you one CD on the record that contains photographs. This is your discovery. And the record should reflect that she took possession of that. And then I'm also turning over to you.
Well, under deprivation,
I know, you're objecting to it, but that's your discovery.
I understand, Mr. Versa. If respectfully, if you could just let me finish. I did let you finish without interrupting. I'm turning over these.
You can talk to the court.
No, make a record. Go ahead.
So the record I'm making is it's a one-page declaration from the custodian of records from Whittier Police Department. Attached to it is 3 documents that are titled Call for Service Detailed Report. These 3 pages are front and back. And for the record, I'm handing over to Ms. Aversa, and I've placed it right next to her.
Yes, thank you. All right. Okay, so Ms. Aversa, show up on Monday in Department 5 for your trial. Let me just clarify with you. You want a jury trial or a court trial?
A judicial hearing.
But do you want a jury? Do you want a jury with 12 people making a determination about whether or not to the guilt of this aspect? Or would you like to have a court trial where the judge decides?
The judicial proceedings of California. I mean, my
but
constitutional
you're entitled to a jury
rights.
trial by the California Constitution. The California Constitution requires that 12 people, if you want a jury trial, then 12 people would have to make that decision about guilt. But if you want a court trial, then the judge would make that decision.
A judiciary hearing.
So you don't know what you want, a jury trial or?
No, under the Constitution, I have my full rights, and I would like.
So a jury trial then?
Correct.
Okay, all right. Okay, ma'am, so, okay, so be back Monday in Department 5.
Can I get that in written form?
Yeah, sure. It's,
With actual writing?
Can we put in there that,
Not just a slip.
what do you mean?
Last time I didn't get very formal paperwork, so I would
Right.
like to get served.
Yeah, because you're right here and I'm telling you what to do.
Yeah, but it
Now
has to
come
be on the
Monday.
record. So
Oh, I got an
that's
idea.
procedure. I'm just following the rules.
No, you're not, but let me do
Okay.
this. Ms. Wu, after we finish the minutes.
For the record, you're not.
Can we give the defendant a copy? Okay, we're gonna give you a copy of the minute order that shows where you're gonna go and what's gonna happen, okay?
Does the minute order come with
A
the?
minute order is a printout from the court's official records showing what transpired today.
So will you also
And
give
then
me a
we're gonna give you a
transcript?
copy of that.
Does that also come with transcript?
I'm sorry?
Transcript?
Not a transcript. That's for you wanted to represent yourself. Like I cautioned you and told you that that's probably not a good idea. You still wanted to do it no matter what. So that's for you to determine how to get a transcript, what you gotta do. There is a court reporter here. There's certain things that you would have to do.
I've been filing.
I'm not at liberty to advise you because you're.
I don't need advisory.
Okay.
I just
But
want my rights.
I am gonna give you a printout of the court's official record of what transpired today. Okay? Okay, ma'am. Have a seat and we'll get that to you in just a moment.
Okay, thank you.
Right, you're welcome. Let's call the case of Desmond Lavelle.
Watch
Moore,
yourself.
And this is BA 158-625. Good morning. Is there anything else I can do right now?
Judge, I'm still waiting on that paper.
Yeah, you're gonna wait. That's just what happens.
Okay, I'll just come back.
It'll be here. Don't worry.
Okay, I'll come back then. Good morning. I'm sorry, I can't hear.
Okay, the people have indicated that they're unable to proceed within the statutory time period. Looks like we're 28 of 30 today for jury trial. People are not ready. They're announcing unable to proceed. Ms. Aversa, would you like to make a motion to dismiss?
Yes.
Defense motion to dismiss is going to be granted under Penal Code Section 1382. Court's going to dismiss this case based on the people's representation. You're discharged of this matter.
Thank you. Have a good day. Right, thank you. That just gives me more confidence. I know what I'm.
There's a really big hug, right?